this trick on YouTube that you can use air pressure and blow it down into the crankcase tube, which will pressurize the crankcase, and then you should be able to find out exactly where it's leaking from. So I already did this, but there's something wrong with the audio, so I'm gonna redo it. I have my air chuck set to 5 psi. Crankcase tube is right here. It's the vent tube. I'm just gonna stick my air chuck in there, hold pressure until it starts leaking. I've already found where it's leaking from, but now I can show you. Found my helper, Bobby.
Hello.
You might know him as Crash. Don't do it yet. She's so beautiful. Anyways,
I am, aren't I?
I'm gonna have him use the air chuck about 5 psi, blow in to the crankcase breather tube, and see if we can watch the leak. All right, go ahead. And drips forming. And there it goes. All right, you can let it out. Now, so far, it's the only place I can see that's leaking. So, hopefully it'll be a quick and easy fix. Now I'm gonna take this cover off, see if I can figure out why it's leaking from there. Most likely it's probably gonna be the gasket. Hopefully nothing's cracked. I said it wasn't leaking before, but now it is. Maybe I just over tightened it when I put it back on. Gasket doesn't look split anywhere, but it doesn't mean that's not where it's leaking from. Also, when I rebuilt this engine, the only thing I changed out of the bottom end was the crankshaft. So I know there's still going to be metal shavings in there once I get it running. So I'll do a couple oil changes, flush all this shit out, and to make sure there's nothing new that's going to accumulate in there, but this screen stops it from getting up into the head and causing more damage. I knew there was going to be some metal shards in there. I'm just going to have to order this. Looks like it got crushed right here. So instead of torquing it to the correct specs, I just put it on with the impact, and that's what fucking happens. So, put it to the torque specs. Well, I'm gonna have to order that gasket, and then we'll revisit this project. So I'm just gonna make my own gasket for it. It's not a high pressure seal, you know, it doesn't build up a whole lot of pressure right there, so it'll be fairly simple to make. And I'm gonna do a couple oil flushes, just try to get all those metal chunks out, because that shit doesn't need to be in there. And if we start accumulating more metal chunks after that, then there's probably a bigger problem with the bottom end than I thought. But we'll find out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece off. I'm gonna take this off completely. That way I can make a template using this for the new gasket. All I have is cork gasket, which the cork gasket would work, but over time it's gonna dry out, you know, faster than if I use nitrile or some rubber. They also have combination nitrile rubber or rubber cork gaskets. So I'm gonna run up to the store, see if I can find some rubber gaskets that, you know, you can, sheets that you can make your own gaskets out of. I don't know if they make it with rubber, but I'll check and see whatever kind of gasket material they have there, and we'll make one. It's the next day. I got back from the store yesterday, got the supplies. Haven't done anything yet. Got home pretty late. It's pretty cold this morning, so I'm just gonna do this at the kitchen table. So I got the rubber gasket paper that I was looking for. It's a rubber and fiber mix. I'm just gonna trace out this cover and then start cutting out the gasket. And this is what I ended up with. Now I just have to cut it out. I just took this piece, had it on here, traced the outline, removed this. Well, while this was on there, I used something sharp and marked the center of each hole. And then I used this, which you don't need one of these, you can just use a regular ruler. I just used it for the circles. And then the measurement parts here. I took the measurement of the thickness. And that's what I used to outline it all the way. And for this part, I made a piece out of paper. And the way that I did that was I just took, this is the paper that the gasket came in. I just put it on here. And scratch the outline in. You can see the outline of it coming in. Just did that from this hole to this hole, and made sure that I had that entire section right there outlined so I could transfer it over here. Now I'm gonna cut it out and show you what we got. And this is what we ended up with. Nice and easy. So we got the cover installed, torqued it down to the torque specs. I have the service manual here. It was 87 inch-pounds. So now it should be good to go. No more oil leaks.